All right, we're getting into this set right now, and the Tang lineup pretty similar from, at least on Silidux side, slightly similar from last set. They did trade out one of their T69s or one of their AMX13s for a T69, so a slightly heavier setup coming out, but wow, look at that.
Yeah,
look at PvP.
yeah, just what I cannot comprehend is what Silidux are doing. Why are they going to the forest? I don't understand this.
I mean, they could be anticipating a PvP push coming up
like
from the eastern side. However, I mean, just PvP's position right now is, I love it. It's
very, very deep within the inner city.
Yeah, and if they push into the enemy base right now, if they push into the Silidux base, they'll be in a perfect position to take them out. Because they'll be coming from cover, and it's going to be harder for the Silidux to take cover.
Exactly, because they could still crack shots from the edge of the city as well. And look at that,
they are backing up though.
Yeah, they are backing up because they're like, okay, nobody's home right now. They send their scout up there, way up there, and they're like, okay, this is not normal because nobody's out there. So I think they got the gist, like, okay, this is a forest push.
Yeah.
That's probably why they're sending like their forces back. Even like I don't know who that is, like on the railroad, but yeah, not a single Silidux tank has been spotted, so they're like, okay, they must be to the east
wow, and a
of the
perfect
forest.
play, yeah, and that's exactly what the Silidux are doing right now. They're pushing on the eastern side.
In terms of vision, it's just like, okay, they're not in the city, clearly not, so they gotta be like to the forest, to the east. I mean, so once again, a very, very smart play by PvP. They kind of figured it out in a matter of seconds, pretty much. Yeah, that's some really good scouting job.
Yeah. Definitely, and here come the Silidux members. They're quite south on the eastern edge of the map right now, and PvP are ready for them. PvP are just inside that city.
I cannot comprehend Silidux though. This is suicidal. We have never ever seen a single successful forest push.
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna be extremely hard to pull this off. I mean, unless they're able to maybe like get a sneak kill onto one of the PvP members before they actually go in, they could win that engagement, because one of the heavy tanks, one of the AMX50s, or yeah, I believe it's the AMX50, no, it's a T69, excuse me, yes, the T69 on the PvP side is actually up in the northern side near
and they're gonna go for
base.
capture, like eventually.
Yeah, so both teams got to be careful here. Both teams definitely. Which I think whichever team engages the other team first has the advantage. So if the Silidux engage, actually, I don't know.
It's starting to retreat now, as a matter of fact. So they got a couple of crack shots at Little Mac, I believe. So Little Mac, yeah, with a little bit of damage done onto him, but yeah, right now Silidux are completely retreating.
Yeah,
towards their own like starting point once again.
They realize that a couple tanks could be there.
Potentially, like up there, like okay, somebody's missing out here.
Yeah,
pretty much.
yeah,
So
they did
want to
spot
play
a
the same
T1, so Silidux know that PvP know that they aren't there.
Exactly.
Did
you know that I know
yeah.
that you think that I know that I think that you know.
Yeah, yeah. So exactly.
A lot of mind games going on here, but
very much so. And that T1 does get spotted once again, so they know that Dustin Ulapong is up there.
Yeah.
And he knows that, and Silidux know that PvP have the option of pushing that city.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing. That's what I love about PvP. Is just like you
never know.
Exactly, that's the thing. It's just coming from Silidux side, they it was a very concentrated push to the forest. Like whether it worked out or not, I mean that's not the question here. It's just like Delt made them retreat, and that's because PvPs they always keep you guessing like this, pretty much. That's one of their finest qualities, I think, as a team, is that even under pressure, even when they're under attack, they still send that one or two weak tanks of that just to annoy you. Yeah. Really.
Yeah.
I mean, really, it's just like, you know what? Okay, charge in, but we're gonna capture your base. So at the end of the day, Silidux like completely, not only just compromising their position, but also pretty much completely countered as to their original tactic. I mean, look at that. Look at the map right now. It's just Silidux. It looks like they've been kicked out to the forest.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, kicked out the back door.
Both starting positions are owned by PvP at this point. I mean, it's just, it's unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, if the Silidux manage to heavily push on one of these fronts, they could definitely have the advantage because, Silidux are going to be completely outnumbered.
Like PvP, you mean?
Yeah,
I mean,
PvP,
definitely. Their forces are stretched in, but I mean, that's the thing, because they're not sure
But this
They're not 200% sure.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
the worst thing of it.
And this is actually how PvP love to play. They have to spread their forces out, find out where the enemy team is, and then organize the forces and usually go in with a two-prong push.
Indeed. And right now, we've never seen this on ENCE, but we've got both teams splitting up their forces. As a matter of fact, right now you guys can't see it, but on the observer, I can see that Silly Dogs have split their forces on a 4-3 sort of ratio: 4 to the north towards their own starting point, and 3 to the PvP southern side. So and that's exactly what PvP wanted them to do.
Yeah,
pretty much. Like to split their forces to either defend this or cover like both fronts. But right now they've got the advantage of cover, whereas Silly Dogs do not. Once again, brilliant.
Yeah,
brilliant.
That is very true. I definitely have to give a huge advantage to PvP right now. They have control of more map than Silly Dogs Revolution.
And they're on the city side.
Yeah, like Silly Dogs Revolution, they're near their base. However, if you just look at the positioning coming out from PvP, it's just they own those bases.
Oh, they definitely do.
Yeah.
They absolutely do, and that's exactly what they wanted pretty much out of this. They're like, okay, you know what? Okay, push, maybe push. You want to push to the force? Okay, push, but we're gonna capture base. So okay, no, let me rethink that.
Yeah, definitely.
And once they retreat, they're like, okay, we got no other option but to split our forces. Kind of a forced play, pretty much. But some well done bit of scouting and bullying. As a matter of fact, just really playing with your opponent's mind.
Yeah, in PvP, they're just waiting for some more information coming back, you know, just on where those Silly Dog members are.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, although PvP have they know they're all out to the field, however, they don't know that they're split up like this right now. They know that, you know, like one or two tanks down the south, maybe, I think they only spotted a T69 and T1 as well on the northern side. So they're not sure on where maybe like 3 tanks are right now, 3 or 4 of them. So that's what they're just waiting on right now. But they are they're slowly repositioning here and there. If you look at the map right now, you know, they kind of moved out a little bit more towards the field and they moved back.
And so very smart too, they left like 2 of their tanks alongside the railroad, which is going to provide them vision as to what's happening in the middle as well. So really not leaving anything to chance out there.
Yeah, definitely. And now they're moving up their 2 AMX-50s
They're going to go for a push of their own right now.
Yeah, it really looks like they're going to go for
they're going to go for that base capture.
Maybe.
I believe so.
Yeah, and they can risk it. I mean, there's 2 sets up right now. They can take a little bit of risk, although, you know, pushing up from that northern side is, you know, slightly disadvantageous.
It is disadvantageous, but right now they forced Silly Dogs to split their forces, so, you know, the reaction time is going to be essential here.
Exactly. Actually, if Silly Dogs move in too soon,
like,
if Silly Dogs move in too soon, that they could be in a little bit of trouble.
They're like, that's what PvP is counting for. Okay, we're like down to 1:45 here, and okay, the base capture has started now.
Yep, the base capture has been started. Well, it's only 1 tank on there right now, so there should be plenty of time.
No, but it's just like it's a bait pretty much, and probably they're gonna try to take out a tier 8 to win this. Like we only have like 1:30 on pretty much, and yeah, Silly Dogs obviously will have to defend this, and they're gonna have to come out of cover to defend this.
Yep.
So there's just that's what PvP is counting on.
Well, actually, I believe the T1 is behind that rock formation over there. You know, just on the northern corner.
Which is why you got to come out of cover to take care of this.
But
and, he gets taken down. I mean, they exchanged T1s.
No, he's still there though.
He's still he's still there. They just like traded T1s.
No, but I really like the positioning coming out from Silly Dogs. Silly Dogs, you know, they have the option of, you know, trying to rush in there to stop the base capture, but they're waiting for their entire team to be there right now.
Look at where Batman is, for instance. It's so cheeky. Like they're all like to the edge of the city, and the base capture meanwhile is ongoing.
Yeah, it's
ongoing. And you know what? The Silly Dogs are gonna have to come out of cover. It has stopped now, so well done. Honestly, well done, but the pressure was definitely on that one.
They gotta move in right now, though.
Oh, they lose a T69. Oh dear.
They're going in.
That's exactly what PvP wanted.
Yep. Oh, our Omni gonna go down as well.
Down too. Oh dear, this is game over.
Wow, PvP doing an awesome job with that base capture base.
An amazing win. Because it really forced them out of hiding, pretty much, and then that's exactly what they wanted.
And then they got them low enough to just push in there.
With just a few seconds left, they're like, yeah, all we need is take out one of those T69s. Exactly what happened.
Yeah.
It's just too good.